There are four very important questions to ask yourself whenever you're feeling stuck or feeling like you don't know how to make a choice. There's some other strategies too, but these are really very powerful questions. The first one is, what would happen if you did? So let's say you're trying to make a decision of what college to go to, or to take a job or not to take a job. So you can ask your question. First, ask your question: what would happen if you did go? What happens if you did make the choice? What are the after effects? What would your life look like 5, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years from now? Then you can ask, what would happen if you didn't make that choice? So for example, of going to that particular college. If you didn't go to college A, what would happen? Maybe you wouldn't have that opportunity. Maybe you wouldn't meet your future spouse. Maybe you would have taken a different path in life. So what are the downstream ramifications of choosing no on that decision? Then ask the question, what wouldn't happen if you did it? So for example, if for the college, if you didn't go to college A, maybe you went to college B. Maybe you went military. Maybe you went trade school. Maybe you started your own business and became an entrepreneur. And then the fourth question is, what wouldn't happen if you didn't? So there's all these awesome ways to think about a different scenario. Because for every choice we make, there's opportunity cost and there's advantages, right? So by asking the four questions, you can truly find what is important to your mission in life, to whatever your goals are. Which one weighs more? And then always think about, it's better to be uncomfortable than it is to have regret. A lot of people don't think of it that way, but at the end of life, they've done lots of research around interviewing the elderly or interviewing people near death, and almost without fail, their number one regret is something they didn't do. Not something that they did do. It's something that they didn't do. So when we come up to that fear point, what are we really choosing? Safety? Or step into that uncomfortableness and become truly whatever it is you were meant here to be? So often than not, we let fear get in the way of the greatness. And that's really sad, because the grave is the richest place on earth because of all the undone dreams and undone missions. I think every single one of us has come up with $1 million idea or a way to save people or help people. But we get caught up in that fear. So these four questions can get you unstuck. What happens if you did do it? What happens if you didn't do it? What wouldn't happen if you did do it? And what wouldn't happen if you didn't? So think about that. Let me know what you think. Love to hear from you. See you guys tomorrow.